Hello everyone and have a great 18th of July. Today, just like every other day, is a typical one. But have you ever paused for a moment to think how beautiful and impartial our world is than it was before? Can you even imagine that there was a time when power was only based on wealth, color, caste, creed, and gender, and not like talent like it is now? What changed? Well, from the beginning of time, many great leaders were born into this world to make this earth a better place to live in, to make this world almost close to utopia. Today, years ago, one such leader was born, and today is the 106th birth anniversary of the great leader who helped make this world a better place, Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born as Rolihlahla Mandela on July 18, 1918 in Mwezo, South Africa. He was part of the Xhosa tribe and his grandfather was a great ruler of that tribe. And his father, just like him, had a fair sense of justice and was a great rebellious person, in a good way of course. Nelson Mandela's parents were both illiterate but devout, and they wanted their son to have the best education that they could give them. And he went to a modest school. And his teacher named Rolihlahla Mandela Nelson Mandela, and he is known as Nelson Mandela even now. But when he was 9, Nelson Mandela's father, whom he admired so much, passed away due to an undiagnosed ailment. And Nelson Mandela was surely cut adrift, but not as much as his mother, who couldn't handle anything anymore, and she left Nelson Mandela under the care of the chieftain Dalian Diebo. Dalian Diebo and his family made sure that Nelson Mandela was a great child, and they treated Nelson just like they were part of his own family. Nelson loved his new family and he was given a great education from them, and that is when his career as a lawyer and to become a great leader of Africa started. When he was in university, he protested against the quality of the food served there, only to be boycotted from the university. But little did they know that that was only the beginning of Nelson Mandela's life in Africa. He joined the ANC after that, or the African National Congress, also known as the ANCYL, and he, being the charismatic and popular leader that he is, climbed his way all the way up to be the president of the ANCYL, or the ANC, the African National Congress. He and his friends, his teammates, they worked for all they wanted. They worked for the equality and impartiality of the country, of the earth. They wanted this place, they wanted the earth to become an equal world where everyone can live without impartiality, where everyone was given equal wages, and they were allowed to walk on the same roads like we are now. Nelson Mandela was arrested many times, but after each and every imprisonment, he came back victorious and even more popular than he was before. And he stole the hearts of many other people, not only of Africa, but of the world. And when the racist rule ended in Africa and South Africa became a democratic country, it was no wonder that the charismatic and great leader Nelson Mandela became the very first president of democratic South Africa. After his role as the president of South Africa, mind you, the very first president of South Africa, he resigned and became a philanthropist and activist just like he was before. And he continued in that vein until 2013, January 5th, when he was contracted with a respiratory infection and he knew that his time had come. And on January 5th, 2013, he left the earth. But Nelson Mandela was an ardent follower of Mahatma Gandhi, and he followed Mahatma Gandhi's ideas, ideologies, and idealisms of nonviolence and truth, ahimsa and satya. That is what made Nelson Mandela so unique, just like our leader Mahatma Gandhi. because Nelson Mandela and his friends made sure that no violence was used when they fought for what they wanted, the equality of the world. Nelson Mandela left his message to the world that violence is not the answer for anything, but if we just stay kind and happy and make others happy, the world can be a better place than it is even now. Thank you and have a nice day.